There we are.
All right, I was starting to think, man,
We're eventually going to
after
figure
today.
this out.
Yep.
Been one of those weeks.
It really has, really has.
So welcome to the show tonight, guys. I'm Rob.
I'm still JR.
And this is Roanoke's Peaks and Valleys, and we talk about everything from the good to the bad to the weird as hell.
Yeah, the peaks, the valleys, things the two guys talk about.
Not a water cooler,
You
two
know.
old guys. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a little older than you, but
By a couple months.
so how was your week? You no water at your
Pretty
school
hectic, pretty hectic.
yesterday, huh?
Yeah, apparently Clearbrook forgot to pay the water bill yesterday and shut down for a couple hours, but didn't let us drop the kids off at noon.
Yeah.
So, you know.
They should have just kept them there and did a bottled water.
Exactly. You know, hell, I got a water key.
That's
You
right. You can turn that back on.
That's right. I get that on for you.
I think there was a big, I think it was a big deal in that whole area though, because one of my clients and friends teaches at, is it Faith Christian School there on Buck Mountain?
Yes.
They were out of school yesterday too, and she took
Right.
advantage of it and went to Dragon's Tooth to hike.
Gotcha. Yeah, but no, between that and today was just, I mean, hectic, and then on the way here, if Cadence is watching, probably shouldn't have had that stroller behind Pop's car. We no longer have a stroller.
Oh, wow.
Found that out halfway down Back Creek Road.
Not good.
And you know, the weekend was pretty okay. Got to spend it with Mary. We got to enjoy some time. Made Old Salem Days.
Okay.
Man, there were a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it always is. It's usually, and I'm probably lowball. I think there's usually anywhere between 20 to 30,000 people that come through there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It seemed like that.
Hey, everybody, give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Because if not, we're just two old guys talking in front of a camera. So we go wait on those thumbs up. But so how was the rest of your week besides running over strollers and no water? And it always it always messes me up, and especially when my kids were little, when they were out of school unexpected. Because
Right.
we already have those plans, and
Right.
I already have my schedule set.
Well, and it's one of those where, you know, it's not a huge deal. If I have a little bit of warning, I can usually finagle my schedule,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it was just odd. You get, because I don't know how long it's been and how long they've done this, or, you know, how long it's been since Tegan was in Roanoke County.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it was right when they shut the schools down for the pandemic.
Okay.
We did a little bit there in our second grade, and then it was kind of like,
You know, but I mean now, and God bless them, nobody should be able to tell them they didn't know. Because they call the house phone, they call my cell phone, they send an email, they text me, you know, and all that at 6:38 in the morning while, you know, I just got them fed, we're packing lunches and all that, and go and get like 7 notices that, yeah, never mind, chill out.
yeah. And that's always the worst because now they're up.
Exactly.
You know, because our older kids
Right.
would sleep in.
Right.
And so, but once you woke them up, they were up.
Right.
So yeah, that's always the worst, right before you wake them up, or right when you wake them up, and they don't have school, because then you have to entertain them the rest of the day.
Right. And she's like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, not good, not good.
So how about you?
It was a busy week. Got some new rentals hitting the market. I guess accidentally, unexpectedly, or however, I launched a candy company
Hey, nice.
this week,
Nice.
which is
God, that sucks.
yeah. Well, and it's kind of good because I have diabetes.
Right.
So now I'm just like sick of sweets.
Right.
But no, we launched a candy company this week. Big Daddy's Munchies. It doesn't do that. It's
Okay.
yeah.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Yeah. So yeah, Big Daddy's Munchies, and
Crunchy worms.
so it's been quite
I like those
an
bags.
adventure. Yeah, I've Yeah, it's been fun, but our freeze dryer's been nonstop, and
Right.
we knew that was going to happen. Even with the garden and stuff like that, we knew that we would keep it running. But
Right.
We've had some fun learning, and knock on wood, haven't blown up anything.
Nice.
Because there's sometimes some of the sugar content so high that it'll explode.
Gotcha.
And I've watched people like explode tomato sauce or whatever in there, and it just gets all over the
Oh,
door.
no.
And yeah,
Yeah, I would think you would have to freeze a liquid.
yeah. Well, you're supposed to pre-freeze it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't. They just slide it in there. And
Yeah.
you also want to turn the temperatures down because it'll go down to -20.
Okay.
And so you want to turn that temperature down to make sure that it's all
Right.
frozen right. If not, it will blow up.
Gotcha.
So, but other than that, no, it's been I didn't mow the grass, and so my grass is crazy. My
Right.
neighbors probably hate me, but you
Yeah.
know, we had thunderstorms throughout the.
Yeah,
Throughout the week
that's
and-
what I remember thinking we should bring up, but never even mention. So y'all did get that rain. What was it? Was it Friday?
We lost power Friday.
Okay.
Was it Friday? Yeah, I think it was Friday. We lost power all the way up until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
As I was getting, it was Friday because I was getting in the shower to get ready to go bartend at McAdoo's, and the lights came on as I was getting in the shower. Not that anybody really wanted to see all of that, but the lights came on. I could see myself. But I mean, through the weekend and even this week, we've been getting those big downpours.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard to mow the grass too. And
It really is.
But-
I mean, we have a guy that comes by and cuts our grass, and he usually does it on Sunday.
Mhm.
He wasn't able to make it out till Tuesday to do it this week.
Oh, yeah?
so.
Probably need to get a guy to do ours. I don't know how you get his lawnmower in our backyard with our raised beds in there and stuff.
Right.
So
I'll get you Tim's number, or I'll get Tim your number.
that's right. See if we can do that. So this week, we forgot last week.
Yeah, we forgot to touch
Couple people.
on that old pirate sailing away.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett died last week.
Yep.
Now, I knew he was still alive. When Bob Barker died, I thought he was already dead.
Yeah, me too.
For some
Yeah,
reason.
exactly. I thought he died shortly after that Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah,
You know.
I did. I thought he was already dead, but no. Jimmy Buffett passed away, and then one of the other lead singers for
Smash Mouth, I think
Yeah.
it was. But I can tell you they sang Rockstar, but I couldn't tell you anything else
Right.
about the guy.
yeah,
You
I
know.
didn't follow up with. too
I
much.
I could sit here and talk to you the whole podcast about Jimmy, right, wrong, or otherwise,
Right.
good or bad, you know. But he used to always come through and do a concert at William and Mary,
Okay.
and William and Mary was real close to the house, right,
Right.
over there by Busch Gardens. So
Yeah,
You
I
know,
always liked Jimmy Buffett.
so I always kept up with him a little more.
When we go to Disney at Old Key West is where we stay, and they play a lot of Buffett songs because it's kind of like that, Florida Key West.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
we like Jimmy Buffett. The Roanoke mayor.
Is changing. I've heard that it's a definite, but I haven't heard that it's happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he is changing political affiliations.
to Republican.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's David Bauer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
David Bauer's changing affiliations.
Yep. And I don't know what that means for you. I mean, he's still the same guy, probably still going to fight for the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he's just putting an R behind his name. I don't know if it's strategic or not.
Yeah. It's definitely a weird world we're into right now.
That it is. That it is.
Let's see. We had Old Salem Days this week.
We
that I already
did.
talked about. And what's so funny is Selena never works on Old Salem Days because her shop's in Salem.
Right.
So Old Salem Days, she typically doesn't take appointments.
Right.
And this week she had appointments. She's like, I forgot it was Old Salem Days. And so she had appointments, but where her shop is now, across the street from Longwood Park,
Right.
she didn't have to deal with the traffic.
Right.
In years past, her shop has always been like almost in the middle of Main Street.
Right.
And
right.
so she's had to deal with the
Well,
parking.
I passed the dog bath and the ice place
Mhm.
and all that, you know. So I passed the old location.
Yeah, and so she, so it wasn't as bad, but in years past we actually have blocked off that parking lot, and this year we didn't even have to do that. People just didn't park there.
Oh wow.
Which is a good thing.
It is.
You know, we didn't have to fight anybody.
I actually thought about, calling you going, hey, if it's too busy, can we park in Pinky's place?
Yep, you could have absolutely parked there. And all you had to do is if you'd seen her around in there, just say, hey, we're going to park here.
Right.
She would have given you a thumbs up. But you did take some pictures this weekend.
We did.
Of Old Salem Days. Let's see if we can show those. I'm not sure how this will work. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure this out. I don't think I can. Let's see.
It's coming through, but it's still showing us.
Yeah.
We get that.
Right, absolutely. So I don't know if anybody heard that, and I'm pretty sure it's only Mary on here tonight.
Right, poor girl.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to help us keep our views going. She's going over work, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Poor girl.
So I'm going to have to send her home some peppermint patties.
There you go.
Does she like peppermint patties?
I think if I put it in her coffee in the morning, one of us is going to be her favorite human being.
Yep. You could even put it in some liquor in the morning.
Right.
Make her a hottie toddy and throw it in there.
Right.
So we got some weird news going on. We got in Florida.
I was going to say, not necessarily local, but this is the best news I read all day. All week.
So a three-legged bear breaks into a house and drinks the White Claw.
Starts drinking White Claw. Whitest gator ever.
I wonder if lost sound while we showed pictures. So we were just showing pictures of Old Salem Days for those who are joining us. We'll figure that out down the road. This is episode 16 though, so we've kind of made it a little far.
4 months, woo!
That's right. But yeah, so three-legged bear broke into the house drinking White Claw, and I know that Red Bull gives you wings. I don't know if you thought that White Claw would give him a claw.
Hard to say. But I mean, he's down there in Florida. He's got to use something to attack the gators. Mm-hmm. You know.
That's
or to fight off the gators.
The James Smith,
the 81-year-old that had gone missing.
He was found alive and well. He was, as of yesterday, I think, he was at the hospital and they were kind of checking him out, making sure that he was okay. But
Gotcha.
Probably a little malnutritioned or whatever too. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that they said where he was found or anything like that. But.
I didn't read. I didn't get that far. Again, it's been a very hectic week. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the news this week might mainly be headlines. Neither one of us really had a whole lot of investigation time.
It was a crazy week, definitely. Yeah. The Roanoke EMS and Fire are asking people to put lighted numbers on their house.
Right, to make it easier for them to find you and come get you. Because I can't speak for yours. Actually, I've been to your house. Mm-hmm. They ought to be able to read yours from the street.
Right.
But mine are black letters on a brown wooden sign.
They're not going to see your house anyway.
Exactly.
Even from the street, if you put in.
But I mean, it is right there at the driveway.
Yeah.
But I'm if they're trying to come up that gravel driveway, they're not reading anything.
So I wonder if they sell solar powered little lights that you can put out. I know they sell solar powered lights,
right?
But like ones that you can change your, put in your address number,
right?
And we're 2713, so I wonder if they have a little address box, or I don't know what it'd be called, but
yeah, I mean just little dress sign.
But for people like you, you'd want that at your mailbox. You wouldn't want that at your house.
Right.
You just like pizza people aren't going to be able to
at the
find
end of the
your
driveway.
house. Yeah, you'd want that at the end of the driveway or something. So I wonder if they make. I bet they do. Maybe next week we'll come back and go, okay, here's a link if you want to put some lighted.
Well, here it is. It's $17.95.
Yeah, because other than that, it would have to be something either battery powered, chargeable, or you have to hardwire it to your house.
Right.
That's a little
excessive.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, can you imagine? Could you come over and install? I mean, it would probably cost you $300 or $400 if you had the wiring close to where you were putting your light. You know, putting the address.
And as Mary will tell you, I know just enough about electricity to leave it alone. You know, you can't smell or hear that it's going to be a problem till it's already a problem.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
So.
I can do a little bit of electrician, but I can't. I'm not running wires and stuff. I can go in and change an outlet and do simple stuff.
I mean, I can do a ceiling fan. I can do an outlet. I can do a light switch. But running new wires, we're good. Right. I'm good. Yeah. I'm not adding wire to the junction box. No.
Now, if we needed to do that, Chris can do that for us.
Exactly. That's why we got a guy.
That's right. That's right. So we got lots of guys for other things we can't do.
Exactly. And don't want to do anymore.
Yep.
Well, we got LewisGale. Their Pulaski housekeeping team is rated the cleanest HCA hospital in the area.
That's pretty cool.
That is. I mean, we're already known with the two high-ranking, best hospitals in Virginia. So to get one of the cleanest too, hey, even more better.
Bring it on for the valley.
That's right.
And those places, they gotta be clean. Ooh. I remember my first child, and this is probably too much, but I'm gonna tell it anyway.
Right.
I had just worked. I worked two or three jobs, and my oldest son was being born. I just worked, I think, 48 hours without sleep, going to the different jobs.
Right.
And so my wife called, her ex-wife had called, headed to the hospital. And so I'm up there, and in between her pushing, I'm dozing off. I'm sitting on the couch dozing off.
Love you.
Yeah. And so I watched Canyon be born, and then as they're, sewing her up or whatever they do there.
Right.
I'm laying on the couch again. I'm exhausted. And like I had room to be. She just had a baby. But they dropped the placenta on the ground. Like all over. It just went everywhere.
Oh,
and I'm like,
man.
I can't even imagine having to clean it up.
Yeah, no. No.
But I know they get a lot nastier than that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Queen of Steam, the 611, has officially left Roanoke for its little Blue Ridge excursions between here and, I know it. I've been, Stanton. I'm like, starts with an S. It's not Salem. Jesus.
And there have been several people that have gotten pictures of it and crossing. Maybe we can go out there and try to get some video of it.
And try to find the next time it's leaving, get some bon voyage pictures.
They'll probably frown upon me flying my drone over, but I don't know.
Okay, well then don't fly over it. Just land on top and keep the video going to Stanton.
Some of my regulars at McAdoo's, one of them works for the railroad, and one of their guys goes down to Pulaski area and stuff like that.
Right.
And he said one of the guys down there has a drone, and he come like 4 inches from hitting the train.
Oh.
Because he had judged the height of everything, but he forgot to add in the height of the rail. And he was trying to get as close as he could to it.
Right.
But he
didn't
add the height of the rail, and he just almost smashed right into the train.
Wow.
So, but that's exciting just to see that and to be part of that history of it going up and down the tracks.
Right.
They put a historical marker over in the Gainsboro area at the library there. That was one of the first African American libraries in this area. It was the first African American library, and then what's going on? And then it was the second library in the state of Virginia.
Oh wow.
For African Americans.
Oh wow. Okay.
During the segregation times.
Right.
So that's pretty exciting and
Yeah.
well deserved.
Oh, without question. Without question.
Well deserved. And
I mean, especially with Booker T being out this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So definitely well deserved. And Booker T was fun. Tegan asked me the other day if we could go back.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's like,
without a
there's
doubt.
some other things I'd like to see, and I'm like, what did you not see?
Right. Y'all were slow enough on this damn hike. What did y'all not see at this place?
This time?
You know. Looks like Ronde Barber is going to come in next weekend for the homecoming game
Okay.
at Cave Spring.
So you just indicted into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
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 And from what I've heard, that's a really good family. I didn't know them growing up. They were
Yeah, and they were out of here by the time I got here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were already well into their Pro Bowl careers before.
right before
You know,
you got to this area.
I had heard about them, you know, because Tiki ran for the Giants
Mm-hmm.
and Ronde cornerback in Tampa.
Right.
Because if I remember correctly, they both stayed with the same team throughout their whole
They did.
career.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was awesome, especially you know, because that just kind of seems for both of them to have done it. Seems like that was kind of a family trait,
Right.
you know. So I was just like, wow, that is really really cool. And then I come out here and go, yeah, you know, they went to high school over here. What?
Yep.
You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. We got several people that have gone pro, but I think they're the ones that Pro Bowl and all of that stuff and Hall of Fames. Virginia Department of Health. This has been a whole debacle this week. So the Blue Ridge Rock Festival.
Oh yeah, trying to keep up with this year's Burning Man.
Yeah, it's awful. So evidently, and this is just from what I've heard. I wasn't there. I didn't buy tickets. It's way too people-y for me.
Right.
But evidently they had oversold the tickets by over 30,000.
Okay. Actually, that seems excessive.
There were times that people with tickets were trying to come in, but they were telling them that the venue was full. Well, I've got tickets.
Dude, I just paid $300.
Yeah. And so the venue was full. Evidently, they weren't taking care of their staff, so the staff hadn't eaten in a couple of days because they're, they're doing staff stuff and trying to make sure everything else. Trash everywhere.
And then they were mudded in.
Yep, we had all the rain, and so they were mudded in. So I think the fire marshal got involved because they were overcrowded, and then it was, and then I believe that last day that they were open, their staff just quit on them.
Yeah,
So
well, and because they ended up canceling the last day.
Mm-hmm. I think they were out the last 2 days.
Was it the last 2?
Yeah, and so what's happening now is I'm sure there are going to be attorneys involved now.
Oh, without a doubt.
People will be suing.
Yeah.
The Virginia Health Department stepped in.
If I had paid $300 for tickets and they didn't let me in, attorneys would be involved.
Yeah, I'm coming in anyway. Police will be involved too.
Right.
But so now the Roanoke Health Department's gotten involved, and so I'm sure there are going to be some fines and stuff like that with that too. And so they've said they found numerous health and safety violations at the thing. And so
and as of yesterday, I did not get a chance to look today, or for any updates. But I know as of yesterday, there was no word back as far as refunds, whether they were giving any or what size or what have you.
I think the money's gone.
Oh, I have a feeling.
I kind of think this group has done this before.
Right.
From what I've read, I think this has happened with them before, but I don't know that for sure because I don't do these events.
Well, and again, I'm kind of like you. I like a concert, but I'm too damn old for a festival.
Yeah.
The last one I would have ever wanted to go to was Ozfest.
Mm-hmm.
In the early, maybe mid 2000s. But I can't do festivals. But for those that do the festivals, I just hope this doesn't kill it for whoever wants to do it next year.
Right.
That's all I hope.
And that one may not happen, but I'm sure it's something else. Hopefully, Floyd Fest will be back.
I was gonna say I'm really hoping that makes it back,
Right.
because I heard so much about it when I first moved here, and it's just one of those. Oh, that many people? Yeah, no, never mind. Maybe I'll go to the winery and
Right.
see if we can hear anything.
And I know
from
that
there.
it's kind of torn up in that area with the Floyd Fest, because some people are like, "Great, we love it. We love it. People come. The money it brings our community and things like that." And then there are other people that are like, "We don't want the noise, the traffic, the people. We
Right.
don't want any of it. We just
Right.
like our small country community," which I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think that if I owned property up there, I would 100% put out like 5 fire pits in the middle of a field
Oh yeah.
and charge for camping.
Yeah. Well, and depending on how much land I got, $3 to park. $5 to park. Oh,
Yeah.
we getting tight. $10 to park.
Yeah, and just let people camp out on your place, and I mean, hell, if you can make a few $100s during the weekend at Floyd Fest, then
Right.
you've just made a few $100s to do something else.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. So, I do think that there's a lot more to come for this Blue Ridge.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot more in the next couple of days, maybe
Yeah.
next month or two.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think it was a good idea, but I don't think they were prepared. Planning these things is gigantic.
For how much people wanted to get the heck out of the house.
Yeah, and planning these things are gigantic, and if you
Yeah.
don't have all of your stuff in order,
Right.
it can get out of hand pretty quick.
Yeah, contact the Salem Fair people. See what they would tell you to do for this Rock Fest.
I don't
Yeah.
even know if they could handle that part.
But they would have an idea.
Yeah,
Well, we usually bring in 7,000 people a day in this area.
right.
So.
Yeah, I think so, but yeah, I don't know. Some new, let's see. Oh, this has been big in the Roanoke area, and I've actually talked about if my little Big Daddy's Munchies takes off,
Used to roll 'em.
then maybe do a candy truck,
There you
be a
go.
Big Daddy Munchie candy truck.
That's right.
But
What kind of music are you going to play on this truck?
I don't know, probably clown music.
All right.
It'll be so annoying as hell.
Right.
It'll be annoying. I'd play the Chili Peppers, but that would insult most people.
Right.
But no, probably something annoying as hell.
I want candy.
But there have been a lot of food truck pop-ups and just food pop-ups in the Roanoke area. From pizza pop-ups to pretzels, just around
Burrito
the whole area.
tacos.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of you drive down Brambleton. There's usually some type of taco truck there. There's usually a
Right.
sub type truck.
Yeah.
Doing Philly cheesesteaks and.
Yeah.
And then.
But you still got the hot dog guy out by Target in Valley View.
Yeah.
So.
He's good, and
I
that used
like
to
him.
be. Is he doing the popcorn? Is he doing the
Kettle corn?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I know, and it may be the same
I
thing.
mean, it's been a while, but
Yeah.
I know the couple times I've driven by there.
Mhm.
Yep, cart's still there. And
Okay, because the guy that used to own one of those used to go out to Target all the time, and then he sold it to somebody else, and I used to help him out when he needed help.
Oh, okay.
And then that guy ended up selling it to somebody else. And
Well, okay.
I've lost track of
Right.
where it's at from there. But I do like
Right.
kettle corn. It's addicting.
Oh, without a doubt.
But some new eateries too.
I was gonna say, but there's also some new brick and mortars. You got the OTH Chop House and the old Carlos building. OTH is for On the Hill.
And I haven't heard a lot of good about it, but the bad I've heard about it are new open problems. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean,
Right.
food taking a little long, service a little, those things. I never go to a restaurant when it first opens.
Right.
Work out those kinks, get them people
Right.
trained, and then I'm gonna
Right.
come in and eat.
Right. I hear you. I hear you.
So I think that as they get used to what they're doing, I think
Oh yeah.
it'll be an awesome experience.
Yeah, because I actually haven't heard anything from anybody that's been there. I knew that, I guess, the owners of that own Table 50. I think
It's Frankie Rollins.
Frankie
people, too,
Rollins. Yeah.
Frankie Rollins.
Now, I mean, if you've ever been to Frankie Rollins, they definitely know how to run a restaurant.
Mhm, they do well.
You know,
And I
but
think
you
those
got
are
to
just
train the new people.
New restaurant.
You know, yeah.
New
I mean,
restaurant.
it's a different grill than you're used to,
Mhm.
and I know that doesn't sound like it should matter, but it does.
Yeah.
You know?
And people just aren't used to the workers are getting used to learning too.
Right.
You know, they
Exactly.
can't bring them in for a month and fake train.
Right.
You know,
Right.
usually it's a week or so before they open, and then it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't bring everybody in from the places that you've got making money.
Right.
You know, I can't lose money here to try and make this work.
Mhm.
So,
But there's also a restaurant called Brood. There's one 6 and Sky, and then
at the Laughing Bull.
and Fruits and Roots.
Huh. Where is Fruits and Roots?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably downtown or close to it.
Right.
We can look real quick, maybe. Let's see. Fruits and Roots, Roanoke. It is a juice place. Let's see here. They got a Facebook page. They have house granola. That looks yummy. So it looks like they have different types of bowls and stuff like that. It's a smoothie and juice bar.
Okay.
It looks like some different types of breakfast bowls and
Okay, well, just don't tell my girls, please.
yeah, no, I like that stuff too. Tegan would too, but the problem is she would cost too much because one bowl ain't gonna do it.
Right.
She's gonna want, oh, I'm still hungry.
Well, Layla's going to want to try everything.
Yeah.
You know, so. And Cadence. Now I got to give it to Cadence. She will down whatever she orders,
Mhm.
unless it's just, I mean, it's got to be ungodly for her to just go, yeah, no, pop, I can't.
Right.
I mean, she is definitely our vegetable eater.
Right.
You know, but both of the girls just eat. If we lined our whole driveway with fruit trees until those girls leave, we won't actually get anything off of those
They'll
fruit
be
trees.
eating the heck out of
Those girls will pick and eat everything on a tree.
So Ian said that I have an awesome shirt.
Nice.
Hopefully he'll feel the same because I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Yeah, if I go this way maybe. It's got Vader.
Yep.
That was my wife's doing with my Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, God.
I don't know that I've ever said, hey, I'd like to wear a Hawaiian shirt.
Right.
But now I've got like 10 of them.
You know what? She hasn't picked out a bad one yet.
No.
I've liked all of them that you've come in.
And I got the T-shirt underneath this one.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
still all half naked.
Right.
And then you had to change this week too because
I did,
you had to get up under
because
the
I
car.
had the stroller under the
Yeah.
car.
It's craziness. Salem's football player chose Georgia
Okay.
to go play at, which is a powerhouse there.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I wish he had chosen Notre Dame, but Georgia's a good pick.
Now Notre Dame won this week, right?
Yes, we did, by
Okay.
21.
Tech didn't, but I didn't expect that. Anyway.
Right. Did the Cowboys play this week?
Cowboy, well, they did, but I don't know that the Giants did.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of was weird because I kept watching them like, you know, every year, get my hopes up.
Right.
Every year, they let me down. And
Right.
then this game was no different. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like the 90s team.
Right.
But then I know that next week, or at least by postseason,
I think y'all are top of the NFC East though.
yeah.
You know, because the Eagles won and the Skins won, but I don't think they put up the numbers y'all did.
No, I don't think so either. But yeah, the NFC East is always a tough division to
It
play.
really is.
I mean, there's always like that one team that just sucks.
Right.
And then the other three teams are all just battling it out.
Well, it's hilarious because right now the Giants are the only team in the NFC East without a win. I don't know the last time this has ever happened. It's probably happened 3 times in my 51 years. The Raiders are the only team in the AFC West with a win.
Oh,
We are
yeah.
atop of the AFC West. for another 48 hours. And we will find a way.
So we can't just call it now.
Right.
You guys will be the division champs.
And y'all, that's right. See you in the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's right. Oliver Anthony has really hit.
He really took the internet by storm.
He did with his song.
I don't know who was just kind of randomly checking out country music on the internet, but this is one of those deals where you just know. And if you've heard the song, Richmond, north of Richmond, you know damn well one, maybe two people happened upon this song. Because all the people that have been listening to his stuff
Right.
did not break the internet on this. They called him and went, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
One or two famous people found that song, and now his life will never be the same.
But I think that he is fighting the good fight on that. So
without a doubt.
Ian says that that song hit so many people in the right in the feels.
Oh, without a question. Without question.
It was a definite. Definitely hit at that time that Americans needed it.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
But so evidently, he don't want to sign record contracts and deals.
Right.
His concerts that he's doing, he is trying to keep it cheap.
Right.
He said, people paying $200, $300, $400, $500, $2,000 for a ticket to go see somebody play is ridiculous. Evidently, he had talked to Cotton Eye Joe's, which is I guess a bar,
a big
like
bar
that.
on.
Yeah.
I think it's on the Main Street. I don't know what the name of the Main Street is.
In Nashville area. And so he had talked to them, scheduled the venue, told them he didn't want tickets being more than like $20, $25.
Right.
Well, they rolled in and charged $100 for the tickets, or $99.
Right.
And then they also upcharged for some kind of VIP experience.
Yeah. And accused him of wanting X amount to play there, and he's come out going,
Yeah.
I haven't demanded anything. I'm happy to play.
And so I think that he's canceled with them, and now he's looking for a different venue to be able to play.
Right. He'll do like the local schooners.
Yeah.
Now,
I remember growing up, we had a little venue that was called the Iroquois. And it's on Salem Avenue. It's across the street from the Transportation Museum and I guess the new bus station that's down there.
Right.
There used to be a bus station. They tore it down. Now they built in a new bus station.
Now they have a new one.
But the Iroquois, they would have local high school bands. And so you could go see your friend, like a friend of mine from high school, David Barker, was in a band.
Okay.
And we would go see his band play at the Iroquois.
Okay.
It was like $5 to get in, and they would ID you because they served alcohol, so they would put a big X or something on your hand if you couldn't.
Never
drink.
had one.
Yeah, I always did. Hell, if I didn't have a beard, I'd probably get an X now. But there were all kinds of I listened to punk, and I still do sometimes. But I got to see GBH and Exploited, and a lot of punk bands would play there. They had several other good little bands that weren't big,
right?
But they always played it, and it was always like $10 or $15 max,
right?
To go see these bands, and now it's like craziness.
Yeah. Hell, anymore, what is a cover charge anymore?
They're $20 to $30.
Yeah, I remember going, man, y'all are nuts. Y'all are charging $2.25 for a beer. I can buy a 6-pack for $3.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Eagles in Virginia Beach Amphitheater with their End of the World tour,
right?
And it was like $90 a ticket, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of money,
right? And
then we went to see Prince in Shaka Khan in Greensboro.
Oh wow!
And I think we paid $300 to $400 a ticket.
Oh wow!
And got tripped down to spend the night, and everything was like $2,000.
Oh wow!
With food, and so we may have paid more than that.
Yeah. Well, Mary lucked us into the best tickets we've ever gotten. She got us tickets to Elton John.
Okay, that's exciting.
Right here on that last tour he did out here. Oh man, that was amazing.
I'd like to have seen Elton John most definitely. So, Oliver Anthony, keep up that good fight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's...
Yeah, give them hell, man. Hey, do you want to do an interview?
Yeah.
You know,
we
check it out.
really... There needs to be a change in our country.
Yeah.
Without even just getting political, there needs to be changes in our country. I mean, we look at, and I think I talked about this before. Did I talk about my sticker problem at Staples?
I don't think on the podcast.
Okay,
no.
so I went to Staples last week when we decided to go ahead and do this candy thing.
Right.
To get stickers for the, I created my own logo and stuff, and to get labels to be able to put on there. And I went into Staples and they had a pack of 60 labels. Nothing special, just Avery labels.
All right.
$33 a pack. I was like, oh, I can't afford that. We will have to just use a Sharpie.
Right.
and so I was like, shoot.
Send the girl to art class.
Yeah, so standing there, I'm like, okay, let's see what Amazon has, because I can't do $33. I'm gonna have to find
For 60, yeah.
Yeah, for 60 labels, and they were like 3.5 by 4 inches.
I'm trying to sell this for $10 a bag.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are aware.
I just lost money. I might as well just give it away.
Right.
It's just scoop. So then I went on Amazon, and I was like, okay, I found it for $16.
Right.
All right, I'm okay. So I ordered 5 or 6 of them so that we could get going.
Right.
Well, and I'm thinking $33 at 15. I did good.
Right.
Well, damn, now I went to Walmart. $6 for the same thing. So first off, Staples should be ashamed of themselves.
Right.
That's a ripoff, and people go and buy those.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to beat the Walmart crowd.
Yeah. Or they just it's ridiculous. And I'm probably going to do some kind of TikTok, and I'm mad about that, because if I'd paid $33, I could have gotten a hell of a lot of,
Yeah.
For that one pack, I could have gotten 5 packs of, from
And it'd be
Walmart.
one thing if it were thicker or,
Yeah,
something like
same
that.
exact label.
But I mean, if it's the same exact label, 33 to 6.
Yeah. You can't tell me that that's inflation.
Right.
That is 100% price gouging us.
Right.
And I see it everywhere. Walmart, just know, and we're getting ready to roll into who's hiring this week and stuff.
Right.
Walmart just announced that the people that are doing their pickup orders,
Right.
where you put them in and you pull up, they're going to pay those people less now. They were starting them out at this rate.
Right.
Now they've decided they're going to pay them less. They're worth $1 trillion.
Right.
And you're going to pay people less. And Walmart has the highest per whatever job, whatever, of people being on welfare.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. And so a majority of the Walmart workers are on welfare.
Right.
And then you're going to come in and be like, we're making more money than we've ever made, ever.
Right.
And if you look at...
and again, because, and I'm not getting political in any way, shape, or form, because we've talked about we're not doing that. I just want you to look at it through your glasses. Look at what is right there.
Yeah.
Everybody had to be shut down except Amazon, Walmart, and like Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's between you and your governor. That's between you and whoever. But when you got that kind of clout, when you're the largest employer in the country, right, wrong, or otherwise, you get those little perks, right, wrong, or again,
but
right,
when
wrong, or otherwise.
You made record profits, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh, no, we're going to pay them people less. Yeah. Why?
Oh, because somebody will take it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I really think, and I'm not for government intervention, but I do think that the people themselves need to stand up, and we're not doing it anymore.
Exactly.
We're just not.
Exactly.
I just
meet you at Target.
I think that Staples thing really just
ate your craw.
It just pissed me off. I'm like, $33.
Right.
If I have to, I will, but I can't.
That being said, Mary and I actually got better deals on some of the back to school stuff at Staples than we could have at Walmart. So it does depend on the thing. But yeah, I mean, the same damn.
Yeah,
label.
exactly. $33.
$33 to $6.
And I was like, maybe they just didn't fix their shelf. Or I went on Staples.com and I'll be damned, right there it is. It was like $34 and some change. I think it was more expensive on Staples.com than it was in the Staples store. And I'm like, that's just ridiculous. And I know that they do price match, but I shouldn't have to. Hey, I got this for $6. Can I take that $33? Could you make it $6?
Right.
I just that really got me this week. Yeah. And it started making me look at everything. Gas prices are back up again.
Yep.
Just
a lot of places are like $3.61,
mm-hmm.
$3.65.
Yeah, gas prices have gone up. Just everything's going up, including profits, except for people's wages.
Right.
Yeah. And rent's way up.
Yeah.
Housing prices are still going up. This week the feds or next week, because this week's almost over. Next week I think the feds are meeting again.
Right.
And looking to raise interest rates again.
Right.
So not good for our housing markets again, but.
No. Nah, not any better for renters either. So
no, it's gotten crazy out there with everything, and it's just not this area. We are late to the show.
Yeah, make no mistake. We're just complaining about it now because now it's hitting Roanoke.
Yeah, well, I found those $33 labels. Right. I was like, do they print themselves? I just lay it on the thing and kind of, I need you on that one.
Put 2 or 3 of them on here.
They were magic labels.
Y'all need some disco music? What are we doing?
Mama said those was my magic labels. We'll go ahead and hit Forrest Gump on that one. Mama said that was my magic labels. So, who's hiring this week? Everybody still is. Yeah. I have found some posts on Facebook and things like that. There are several people, and I'm sorry, our lighting thing is. We're going light and dark according to my screen, and not sure what's going on with that, but sorry about that. But people looking for not looking for apprenticeships, but they're looking for apprentices. So there were 2 electrical companies looking for electrical apprentices this week. There was one for plumbing, and then a couple of construction ones too looking for apprentices. Right. All paid. You don't have to worry about student loans and all that other stuff. So right. if college isn't for you, or you're looking for a change in careers, that may be, the right way to go.
And as far as a plumbing apprenticeship, man, go get it. It's round and hollow. Make it happen.
Yeah.
It's round and hollow. If it whoops your butt, you earned it. Mm-hmm.
So there's lots of people hiring. Just look.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
But also walk to work. Show up.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot. I mean, I see that a lot, even with restaurants now.
Yeah.
You got 6 people scheduled and 3 people call out.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell?
But I mean, that's just a whole. That could be a whole different show. Start a whole different podcast just for those kind of discussions. But just understand, while we're 50, we're irritated with the young whippersnappers. Yeah, our parents hated us.
They did.
They hated our work ethic.
Yeah, and Selena and I talked about that the other day. We were like, I look back and we talk about Gen X. Well, our parents, the boomers, and they talked about us.
Right.
They didn't like our music. They didn't like what we did. And
right.
it's the same. For generations and generations, It's always been that same. I mean, you go back to the 50s, it was the same thing. Yep. They didn't like the hippies. They didn't like the.
And you always complain about the technology the youngins got that makes it just so much easier. Yeah, but it's something totally different, Dad. Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that it's just a different world now.
Yeah.
Than what we were in.
Oh, without a doubt.
But I also think that technology, and here we are in our podcast, is an addiction too.
Oh, without question, without question.
In our house, we put our cell phones down. We don't allow them at the table unless I'm dealing with an emergency for real estate.
Right. Well, I mean, at dinner, phones are away, but our 3 are too young to have them anyway. Mm-hmm. They've got their tablets, but they stay over there for dinner.
Right. So this weekend, and we talked about this last week. I thought that things are starting to slow down a little bit because you got school starting. Well, it's full
Not
ramp
so
this
much.
weekend. Yeah, full ramp this weekend.
Yep. Got the Special Needs Day at Beaver Dam Sunflower Festival happening all weekend.
And the Sunflower Festival's happening all weekend. I think tomorrow is the special needs one.
Yeah.
I think it's
Tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah, is the one for special needs, and then that's happening throughout the whole weekend, which is cool.
Yeah.
Got the Daleville Summer Concert Series. Morgan Myles is playing there. I don't know who that is, but they're playing there.
Got the Greek Fest on Saturday and Sunday. Check that out.
Did they do the Greek Fest last year?
Yes.
Okay. I know they didn't do it for COVID, but
right.
Okay. I knew that a couple of years they didn't do it because.
But they brought back the Greek Fest last year, and they call it something else, but they brought back the Lebanese thing last year too.
Okay.
I don't think they call that a fest. I think it's like a food something for the Lebanese.
So we're going to backtrack here for just a second.
Okay.
And a little bit said, I'm looking for a change. She won't be a plumber.
The 5 rules of plumbing. Hot on the left, cold on the right, shit rolls downhill. Payday is Thursday, and your boss is literally something with a button that our buddy from California called me out on last week.
That's right. That's right. We got the Salem After 5, Domino's playing.
Oh, okay. Not Fats, right?
No, I don't think it's Fats Domino.
Okay. Face to Face at Dr. Pepper Park.
He's probably still alive, and I didn't even know that either.
Right.
The Henry Street Heritage Festival is this weekend, which is kind of cool because they just did the thing over in the Gainsboro area with the library.
With the library, yeah.
So
with the
that's
marker.
a good time for that.
Got the Southwest Virginia Pride Fest over at the Benton War Memorial.
Yep.
I believe that's Saturday.
It is, yep, absolutely. Virginia Blue Ridge Go Cross cyclocross race is all weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
I think it's different parts of the area.
Right. Got the 31st Annual Smith Mountain Lake Chapter Antique Boat Festival and Show. I think that's out in Moneta.
It's out at the Crazy
Horse
Marina.
Yeah, Crazy Horse Marina out in
Crazy
Moneta.
Horse Marina out there. Adventure Saturday at the Explore Park.
Nice.
And then Breakfast with the Animals, of course, at the zoo.
Uh-oh. You put this one in. I didn't know anything about this. Where are the Gatlin brothers playing?
They are playing at the Harvester
really
this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, wait a minute. Is that the same Gatlin brothers that I did when I was growing up?
Larry?
Because my mother was a big country music fan.
Right.
And so I still listen to a lot of the older country music. I don't listen to a lot of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
But I listen to a lot of the older stuff and I still enjoy it.
Outside of Brad Paisley, I can probably name 2 newer country artists since 1993.
And that's even if they didn't change their name because of the...
Right. Yeah.
Because you had the Dixie Chicks, now they just the Chicks. And I think
and now Lady A, I think.
I think they're going on tour. Somebody told me, I was like, didn't they?
I thought them and Toby Keith came to a truce, and neither one of them are allowed
to sing anymore.
to tour anymore.
I don't know. So what do you have planned this week?
I'm not real sure. Mary's probably got to work a little bit. She's got some irritating stuff going on at work. Find out if the grandbabies go to the other grandparents this weekend, because next weekend we've had this planned since like April or May or something. So we're going to King's Dominion for a 4-day weekend next weekend.
Okay.
So see if the mom or the other grandparents want them this weekend, since they're not getting them next weekend.
Right.
And just probably getting ready for that. And our son-in-law's grandma that lives right over by the church by Yellow Mountain Road. she's having a yard sale this weekend, so I'm sure we'll swing by there.
Okay.
How about y'all?
I don't think we have making candy.
Right? Yeah. That sounds like y'all got a full-time job.
Yeah, making
on the
candy
side.
and I've got to mow. I mean, I've got so much. I still need to get some kind of fall crops in.
Right.
So I'll be probably from tomorrow through the weekend and part of next week just working in the yard and trying to get it back to normal and to where my neighbors will hate me a little bit less.
Right.
I mean, the neighbors, I love our neighbors, are super nice, and we share our vegetables and eggs with whoever wants it, but both of our neighbors have those pristine yards with no weeds.
Right.
And then we got this flower
the medicinal
garden
stuff.
and we got 3 raised beds in the front yard, and our planters all have peppers in them.
Right.
So, but we got to do the crunchy thing, and I don't know how many viewers. I see one on there, but there may be more. But this is this week's freeze dried.
My single favorite candy on the planet.
So everybody can guess, but probably Mary now,
Huh?
if she knows your single best candy. So the crunch on it's unbelievable. It's super light. And it just melts in your mouth. What you think?
I wish I drank coffee.
Does anybody know what that is? It just melts. So this weekend, I'll try it in coffee to see if it melts the way that I think it will.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Mary, you can guess if you'd like. Oh, she says she's a bad wife. Evidently, she doesn't know your favorite single candy. And you may not buy it either.
Well, I don't anymore. The way my teeth have gotten in non-freeze dried form, it's a little rough and gets stuck in your teeth if you do it right. But freeze dried.
So that is Werther's. So it's a Werther's caramel, and they blow up. That was those were a half piece. So one of these were cut in half.
Oh wow! So one of those did both of these.
Yeah.
Oh
wow!
And so
I have to cut them in fourths, and they still get like this big.
Oh goodness!
Yeah. And so we actually had to order a different type of container for them because they're so fragile.
Right.
That if I put them in that bag, you just get them as crumbs. Same way with our peach rings have gotten, they're pretty big.
Right.
And same way we ordered that different container. It's kind of like a deli container.
Right.
So that it'll protect them a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
And then Mary, for your people at work, I do have, now I haven't perfected it yet, so I'm not going to put them on sale yet. But
so tell them to chill out at work.
That's right. But we have peppermint patties. So these are the mini peppermint patties that are like this big.
Right. They were.
That's how big it got.
Ooh-wee.
I'll break off a piece for you. Okay. And you can hear the crunch on that too.
Oh no, we'll be happy.
Yeah. Same thing. It just melts in your mouth.
It does. I mean, it's gone.
Yeah.
Didn't even try.
Yeah, so I'm going to try that in some coffee too, and if we can, and that's the little one, so I'll probably cut those in fourths.
Right.
And then have them big enough to be able to drop into
a
coffee cup.
Yeah, call it a little coffee bomb.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That'll be good for the winter. I'll know more, but I think we are going to start being at the farmers market over here in South Roanoke.
Okay.
Over
by Virginia Title.
Yeah.
Over by Cast and Pints.
Yeah. So I think that starting in the next week or so, I know not this weekend. I'm not even close to ready yet.
Right.
We've sold 70 bags this week.
Okay. Nice.
Everything I've made is almost wiped out.
Right.
But so hopefully we'll.
Is your freeze dryer sweating yet?
It's not. I've changed the oil twice. So it has an oil pump that pumps the air in.
Right.
And so I've changed the oil twice. You have to change it about every 7 or 8 runs. Or no. Yeah, about every 7 or 8 runs you change it. So I've changed it a couple times. And No, it's doing great. I mean, that's what it's made for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now our room that it's in is warm.
Oh,
So actually this weekend we're moving a bunch of stuff out of one room and making that just the candy
Freeze dryer room.
Yeah, the freeze dryer room.
The Willy Wonka room.
Yeah, and eventually it'll have enough room for us to have another freeze dryer or two in there if this thing really pays off. We got to pay off the first one first.
Right.
And this was never an idea of mine.
Right.
To start this, it was, hey, I want to do it for this crazy world.
Right.
I want to be able to have meat down the road, but it's really taken off. And
have you put any meat in it yet?
No. Done some banana. Oh, done bananas.
Oh, the bananas were good.
Oh no, got these recipes because I'm in this group, in a bunch of little freeze dryer groups. And this lady has 9 different flavors of bananas. And so what she's doing is she's taking bananas and sprinkling, the cinnamon toast crunch sprinkles that you can get at the store.
Right.
She's doing that with Snickers and so. But you can also, like the candies, like several of my candy corns didn't come out right.
Okay.
They came out hard, so I'm going to throw them in a blender and grind them up to where they're almost dust. And then I could do candy corn flavored bananas.
Okay.
Or Skittles flavored bananas or whatever. I can't call them Skittles. I can call them candy corn. That's not a trademark. But I can't call things Skittles or
right. Or Werther's.
Then I get sued. So
Caramel?
Yeah. And I ain't trying to get sued over
No.
something silly that I didn't even think I was going to make some money off of.
Right.
But no, so we're excited about that. And yeah, this is exciting.
Well, good.
This week, if anybody's, we still have a shortage of homes.
We do.
So if you're looking to sell your house, even just thinking about it, maybe what you could get for it, reach out to us.
Yeah, I mean, because we can tell you what we think the house will sell for.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take into consideration the rates and
the
what
market
have you.
too, though. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Some of those houses I've been like, oh no, I don't know if I can get that, but we'll put it there, and I'll be danged if it didn't sell for that. But also, if you're watching, hit that like,
hit the subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah.
And if you find us boring, shoot us ideas.
Yeah.
Make zero mistake. You haven't even scratched the very varnish on the top of what we are willing to do to make this entertaining, informational, and all that.
And if there's something about Roanoke you want to know, reach out to us.
Yeah, is there anything specific?
Yeah, because we're looking for show ideas every week. We'd like you guys to plan our show and us roll with it.
That's right.
It'd be a lot easier on us, but
hey, I'm not that smart, but I follow directions pretty well.
That's right.
If you give me an idea, we're on it.
So, but you have anything else?
I can't come up with anything.
I think we've rambled enough.
Okay.
Until next time, you guys be safe
and make good choices.
Have a good night.